Thanks for staying with us. You're watching WION World is One. I'm Adha Juneja and this is Speed News. Let's start with all the stories making headlines today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold summit talks in New Delhi today with Japanese Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi, who is on her first official visit to India. The leaders are expected to review bilateral ties, discuss regional and global developments and sign agreements focused on economic security cooperation. Now, the three-day visit is aimed at further strengthening the India-Japan special strategic and global partnership. Iran's deputy foreign minister says Tehran will use some of its frozen assets in Qatar to buy essential goods after talks in Doha. According to Kazim Garibabadi, it was agreed that an initial $6 billion would be used to procure essential goods required by Iran in line with its stated needs. He added that the funds are part of Iranian oil revenues held in restricted accounts in Qatar since 2023. Now, the move follows US-Iran agreement, though the mechanism and timeline remain unclear. Garibabadi said that the Doha discussions focused on concerns regarding the implementation of commitments under the memorandum. The United States has signed an agreement to build a new permanent embassy compound in Jerusalem, further reinforcing its diplomatic presence in Israel. Officials described the move as strengthening an unbreakable alliance and reaffirming Washington's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. US President Donald Trump has taken his first flight on the new Air Force One, a gift from Qatar. Praising the aircraft as the greatest ever built, he expressed excitement about the journey and said it represents a modern upgrade for the presidency. US President Donald Trump has declared that the United States will not allow China to take control of the Panama Canal. He criticized past American decisions to relinquish authority over the strategic waterway, calling it the most expensive and profitable project ever built. He pointed out that Panama raised shipping tolls multiple times without losing traffic and warned that Beijing is now seeking influence over the canal. Trump underscored his position, stating he is not going to let that happen. Panama's President Jose Raul Mulino has announced that the construction of a maximum security prison to completely isolate gang leaders. Well, this move comes after a mass prison break and a surge in violence, including the killing of a 10-year-old girl in a hitman attack. Mulino said prison rules will be toughened to stop criminals from running gangs behind bars, blamed for drug trafficking and most murders. The announcement comes as several Latin American countries look to replicate El Salvador's hardline prison model under President Nayib Bukele. US President Donald Trump rode the Freedom 250 train to Medora in North Dakota for the grand opening of the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library. The visit formed part of nationwide celebrations marking the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara has finalized the country's first post-Assad parliament. Well, the 210-member body will hold its first session next week, tasked with drafting a new constitution during the transition. Appointees include relatives of martyrs, survivors of chemical attacks, and academics, with the aim of representing Syria's diverse society. The Russia-Ukraine war has entered another dangerous phase with an escalated exchange of missile strikes and drone attacks. Russian missile and drone strikes in Kiev caused fires and killed at least 2 people. Following earlier warnings of an incoming attack, the assault comes after President Zelensky warned of a massive attack and cut short a Dublin visit. Residents in Kiev took shelter overnight in metro stations as air raid sirens sounded late into the evening. Families set up tents and air mattresses, while others huddled with children and pets underground. Several residents say they fear strikes and continue to adapt to spending nights underground. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with Irish Prime Minister Micheál Martin in Dublin as Ireland began its 6-month presidency of the European Union Council. Zelensky warned that intelligence indicated Russia was preparing another massive attack, saying he would return to Ukraine immediately after the meeting. He urged citizens to use shelters and heed air raids alerts. The two leaders discussed continued support for Ukraine, European security and Ireland's priorities during its EU presidency. Now, Martin said his government was investigating exports that could end up supporting Russia's war effort, promising to take findings to the European Commission. Zelensky thanked Ireland for the investigation, stressing that cutting off Russia's access to raw materials directly impacts the intensity of its attacks. Dozens of medical students in Haiti marched through Port-au-Prince, demanding the reopening of the country's main public hospital. Wearing white coats, they protested peacefully until police blocked their route. Video showed an officer firing into the air, then wounding a student in the arm. The students insist they need the facility to train as doctors, calling it outrageous that their demands for a hospital were met with gunfire. The General Hospital has been closed since 2024 after gang violence forced its shutdown. An attempted reopening on Christmas Eve ended in bloodshed, with reporters and a police officer killed. The facility remains shut as gangs continue to control much of Port-au-Prince. A week after twin earthquakes devastated Venezuela, hopes of finding survivors are fading as the death toll nears 2,300. With tens of thousands still missing, the country is grappling with worsening food shortages. Authorities have declared 7 days of national mourning as the nation struggles to recover from the disaster. Dozens of Venezuelans living in Argentina held a vigil in Buenos Aires for the victims of last week's twin earthquakes in Venezuela. The quakes had killed at least 2,295 people, with thousands more injured or left homeless. Rescue teams continued searching in rubble in Caracas and La Guaira on Wednesday, hoping to find survivors. Mourners said that they were praying for those who lost loved ones and for families still waiting to recover the missing.
Balas, lo que tenía importa. El 24 de junio eligió seguir.
A daredevil couple climbed to the top of the Empire State Building in New York and unfurled a banner reading, "When the power of love beats the power of power, the love of power, the world knows peace." Well known for their death-defying skyscraper climbs, the couple remained on the spire for several minutes as cameras captured the dramatic scene. Kuznetsov then appeared to propose to his longtime partner before both were taken into police custody, facing multiple charges. An ultra-traditionalist breakaway Catholic group has consecrated 4 new bishops in Aachen, Switzerland, defying Pope Leo XVI's warning of a schismatic act. Well, the ceremony, attended by thousands of worshippers, was led by the last 2 remaining bishops of the Society of Saint Pius X, who ordained 2 French, 1 American and 1 Swiss cleric. Superior General Davide Palirani described the event as a historic day as the group further distanced itself from Rome. Gunmen have killed at least 15 people and injured several others in a nighttime attack on a village in Benue State, Nigeria. The region has long been plagued by deadly clashes over land and insecurity involving armed groups, with authorities warning of continued violence. NVIDIA has partnered with nuclear startup Valor Atomics to build a small AI data center in Utah that uses advanced nuclear power while cutting water consumption. The company successfully demonstrated a micro-reactor powering NVIDIA's latest Blackwell AI chips, marking what they say is the first time a small nuclear reactor that has powered a data center. The project combines NVIDIA's new closed-loop liquid cooling system with Valor's helium-cooled micro-reactor, a technology designed to reduce data center water use to near zero. South Korea's antitrust regulator has accused Google of abusing its dominant position in the Android app market to block rival app stores. The regulator said Google's Project Hug program offered financial incentives to game developers if they gave Google Play preferential treatment over competing app stores. Officials say the practice reduced competition and could lead to a fine of up to $546 million, or 6% of the affected revenue. Google has denied any wrongdoing and will respond to the allegations. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission has proposed new guidelines warning that AI companies could face legal actions if their chatbots produce responses that promote ideological or political objectives. The FTC said training AI models to filter responses based on certain social or political goals could violate U.S. consumer protection law if it results in unfair or deceptive practices. Now, the proposal is open for public comment until 31st of July and comes as U.S. officials continue to debate alleged political bias in AI chatbots. Companies including OpenAI, Anthropic and Google have not commented on the proposal yet. A surging demand for chips boosted South Korean exports to over $100 billion for the first time ever. An acute shortage of chips due to a severe disruption in global supply chains from the Iran war and trade tariffs have boosted demand. The Asian country's biggest export is chips, driven by SK Hynix and Samsung. The growing AI landscape across the world has also changed the export dynamics of South Korea. The country is also positioning as the AI chip manufacturer for the world. A tech rout extended into Thursday with the sell-off on Wall Street reflecting on Asian markets. South Korean stocks led the decline in the region, falling over 5% soon after opening and halting trade after breaching a circuit breaker. Japan's Nikkei fell over 2% and the Aussie index showed modest losses. The sell-off in tech stocks come amid the return on investment debate versus AI hype. The stock's fall comes despite some relief due to a fall in oil prices. The dollar remains well bid and holding on to the gains made since last month's Fed meeting. Given the absence of forward guidance from the Fed now, comments from the new Fed chair Kevin Warsh pointed to a hawkish inflation tone. The Fed's focus on price stability keeps the dollar demand high, while a Reuters poll of forex strategists showed the greenback's rise will fade in the coming months. Market bets and narrative points to dollar bulls taking control. A respite from the US-Israeli war with Iran helped lift the greenback about 4% from May's low and sent crude oil prices back to pre-war levels. That had long dollar bets climb to their highest since January 2025. European champions Spain will face Austria in an all-European clash in Los Angeles for a place in the last 16. Spain has not won a knockout match at the World Cup since clinching the title in 2010. Spain qualified from their group with 7 points and are yet to concede a goal in the tournament. Spain were knocked out in the group stages in 2014 and failed to make it past the last 16 in 2018 and 2022. Austria finished second in Group J behind Argentina and qualified with 4 points. And with that, the country ended a 72-year-long wait of playing a World Cup knockout match. England keep their World Cup hopes alive as captain Harry Kane powers the Three Lions into the round of 16 following a 2-1 victory over DR Congo. England had a nervy start in the first half and by the 7th minute, DR Congo secured an early lead following a powerful right-footed shot from Brian Sipenga that went past goalkeeper Jordan Pickford at the near post. However, in the 75th minute, England captain Harry Kane scored all equalizer with an header following a cross from substitute Anthony Gordon. The 32-year-old would go on to score the second and the decisive goal with a powerful drive in the 86th minute. England will next play co-host Mexico in the round of 16 on Sunday. Belgium made a miraculous comeback to beat Senegal 3-2 in their round of 32 fixture in Seattle. Senegal started off strong in the first half following a strike from Habib Diarra that came off a deflected attempt from Sadio Mane. In the second half, Senegal scored a second goal after Ismaila Sarr fired a shot which landed into the right corner of the net past the Belgian goalkeeper. Just when it looked like the African nation could cruise to the next round, Belgian substitute Romelu Lukaku gave his team a lifeline with a goal in the 86th minute. Well, this was followed by an equalizer in the 89th minute by Yori Tielemans' header forced the game into extra time. But later in the dying minutes of the extra time, Yori converted a crucial penalty that saw Belgium progress to the round of 16. Belgium will next play US in the round of 16 on Monday in Seattle. The United States of America beat Bosnia and Herzegovina 2-0 and progressed to the round of 16 of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Florin Balogun opened the scoring for the US at the stroke of half-time. Balogun fired a low shot that went under the Bosnian goalkeeper, which later landed in the back of the net. However, following a VAR intervention, Balogun was given a red card in the 64th minute of the second half after a nasty collision with Bosnia's Tarik Muharemovic. Despite being reduced to a 10-member, US continued to pile pressure on Bosnia in the 82nd minute. Malik Tillman scored the second goal following a free kick from the edge of Bosnian penalty box. Well, this was USA's first victory in the knockouts in almost 25 years. It is also their second ever knockout victory in the FIFA World Cup. USA would now take on Belgium in the round of 16 in Seattle on Monday. Olivia Rodrigo fans will be able to experience her world through Lego as the singer launches new collaboration. Rodrigo is the first artist to team up with Lego and receive her own line of bricks with the toy company. The 5-set collection is inspired by the singer's music, performances and most recognizable looks. It contains items such as Olivia Rodrigo's dual guitar and Olivia Rodrigo's secret storage, which features Easter eggs suggested by the pop star herself. The collection launches globally on 1st of August. Actor Cara Delevingne has publicly addressed past rumors regarding her relationship with Amber Heard. In a podcast show, Delevingne confirmed that the two became romantically entangled after Heard's highly publicized separation from Johnny Depp. She clarified that their romantic involvement began after Heard's marriage had broken down, noting that While they were close friends during the filming of London Fields, nothing happened at that time. Actor and singer Lindsay Lohan turns 40 today, born in 1986 in New York. Lohan first found fame in 1998 family comedy Parent Trap. Lohan gained significant fame for her role in Freaky Friday. She gained significant fame for her role as Katie Heron in the 2004 film Mean Girls. In the 2024 musical of The Mean Girls, Lohan was the only lead actor from the original film who enjoyed a cameo in the movie. She appeared as the moderator at a maths competition. Indian actor Amir Khan is heading to Australia to commemorate a major milestone, the 25th anniversary of his Oscar-nominated film Lagan. Well, the actor-producer will kick off the 17th Indian Film Festival of Melbourne with a special curtain-raiser event on 9th of July ahead of the festival's main schedule in August. Khan will attend a special anniversary screening of his film at the event.